An arrest made in a string of gas station robberies. San Antonio police say it's just a start. We have the latest on that investigation, new at noon. The body believed to be that of a missing Texas mom is now found. What investigators are saying about what happened to her, straight ahead.
And damp and cool today. We've got the latest radar update for you coming up.
Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
San Antonio police say they have one down and possibly several others to go. They have arrested one person so far, now looking for others believed to be tied to a whole string of convenience store robberies. Katrina Weber reports it's not this suspect's first arrest either.
False.
False? What's false?
False.
With denial on his lips and handcuffs on his wrists, 23-year-old Nathaniel Talley began his journey toward jail last night. San Antonio police, however, believe he actually set out on that road by going on a nearly 12-hour robbery spree earlier this month.
This is still an ongoing investigation. We believe there are more suspects out there.
Police believe Talley was part of a group that crisscrossed the city, robbing more than half a dozen convenience stores. At one on General McMullen, a clerk was pistol whipped. The robbers also shot at a witness who tried to follow them. This is where one of the first robberies happened, the 5200 block of Blanco. And it looks like for the first time in the series, money wasn't just taken from the store. The clerk's wallet also was stolen. Police say that became the group's tactic to take cell phones, jewelry, and other property from the workers, along with the store's cash. After one robbery, Chief William McManus made an appeal for information. Police say a tip led them to Talley at a Northwest Side apartment complex.
The robbery task force, along with the SWAT team, was able to surround the individual, try to make contact with him. He fled the location, so there was a small foot pursuit.
Officers who caught Talley say he had a gun on him. It turns out it's not his first time in trouble. His record shows several arrests, including one for a previous armed robbery. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
We have new developments in the case of a missing Texas mother and her infant. Overnight, officers surrounded a home in Houston, reportedly finding a 1-month-old baby girl alive, but also recovering a body. ABC's Trevor Alt has the story.
New details breaking overnight in Texas. A week after Heidi Broussard and her newborn daughter disappeared, authorities descending on this home near Houston. A baby girl has been found alive, but authorities also discovered a body, and a person familiar with the investigation tells ABC it's believed to be Heidi Broussard. The mother and daughter went missing December 12th, less than a month after the baby was born. Broussard dropped off her 6-year-old son at school that day. She's seen here in a surveillance photo, but her fiancé Shane Carey says she never returned to pick up her son.
There is nothing valuable missing. Her purse and her wallet and everything was up here. Her cell phone is missing. It's been turned off.
The FBI joined forces with the Texas Rangers and the Austin Police Department soon after, leading an extensive search across the state. Investigators thought the situation was immediately suspicious and feared foul play from the start because one child was missing while the other was left behind. Broussard's parents had said their daughter would never leave on her own.
No way.
She wouldn't
would
leave.
not leave her son. Her kids are her heartbeat.
Oh, yes. She wouldn't have left on her own.
At least one person is in custody in this investigation, and right now an autopsy is underway to determine if the body authorities uncovered actually belongs to Heidi Broussard. Trevor Alt, ABC News, New York.
Forced out by flames, an East Side family will not be able to return home tonight after an overnight fire. Firefighters say a water heater likely caused the flames. Crews arrived here at the 800 block of Nevada just before 10 last night. We're told the family had a lot of stuff inside that home, making it hard for them to battle the blaze. 2 dogs had to be rescued, but thankfully no one was hurt. The fire did cause about $5,000 worth of damage, and the people living there will be staying with other family while the utilities are restored. Live look outside with live cam. Ooh, 50 degrees out there, but you've got to remind people this is San Antonio, not London.
With that picture, I mean, it says it all right there. Cloudy, we've got some rain coming down. It's going to be like that basically all day long. We're going to get some sun, though, tomorrow, so it changes again. The aquifer not really responding all that much. It's down 0.2 of a foot to 671.8. And then your pollen count, mold, mountain cedar still in the low category, so we're doing good in that regard. Let's take a look at the radar and show you what's going on there. And we do have some showers that are popping up. Well, they've been pretty persistent south and east of San Antonio. We've seen the showers here, but we're sort of on the edge of things, so everything here in town has been very light. You run into more moderate rain closer to the coast, and we'll see some decent rainfall totals there, maybe 1/4 of an inch. We're not going to see that much here in town. And if you're in the hill country, you're not seeing much rain at all. But look for these showers to continue through, say, 10 o'clock tonight, maybe even midnight. And then tomorrow, eventually, we'll get a clearing line to come through here. There are the showers here across the city. Temperature-wise, 50 degrees at the airport, 46 Bernie Stage, 50 in Bulverde, 49 Canyon Lake. It's a chilly day. Temperatures don't warm much. 53 by 4 o'clock. We'll taper off the rain chances just a bit as we go into tonight. Temperatures falling in the 40s, but 60s on the way tomorrow. We're going to talk more about that and your Christmas forecast here in just a few minutes. Ursula.
Thank you, Justin. This morning on the city's north side, rain or shine, volunteers hard at work to make sure that no child in our town sleeps on the ground. It's all part of our Build a Bunk event in partnership with SAPD to benefit the nonprofit that's called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. They believe that with beds to sleep on, a child's overall health can improve. Alicia Barrera is at the warehouse with more.
And the gift that they hope to bring to kids in need, and here in San Antonio this year, is the gift of a good night's sleep. But to do so, bunk beds are needed. And today the mission is building 20 bunk beds to benefit the children in need in San Antonio. And to tell me more about that mission is the president of the chapter here in San Antonio, Mr. Eddie Arnold. How important is it for volunteers to be here today?
It's huge. The need is a lot bigger than I ever thought it was. Currently we have over 700 applications. We average over 2 kids per application. So we have 1,600 kids waiting for beds right now. And we need the community to help us build it. We can't do it on our own.
And today y'all got an added bonus because of course you need volunteers for the tools to build these beds, but there's also a need for money.
There is. You know, we're a charity like all charities. We rely on the community. We rely on gifts to get the money to build the beds, to buy the mattresses and to get the bedding.
And who was it that donated that check today to help?
Today, Be Clean Car Wash here locally had a year-long fundraiser selling their hand towels, and they gave us a check for a little over $4,000.
That's going to be a huge help to accomplish today's mission, right?
It's awesome. They're great.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
so again,
you.
if you want to get involved on volunteering, we have a link on KSAT12 where you can get involved. Also, those donations, again, they're very necessary. But today, again, the mission, 20 of these bunk beds to benefit our kids in need here in San Antonio for a good night's rest. Reporting Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Did you know we're just one day away from one of the biggest holiday dinners in the city? Tomorrow is the 27th year of HEB Annual Feast of Sharing. It's part of the store's ongoing initiative to fight hunger all throughout Texas and Mexico all year round. They've prepared holiday meals with all of the fixings, ham, mashed potatoes, green beans, pie. It is open to anyone who needs a little holiday cheer.
This year at the HB Feast of Sharing, we are expecting 14,000 guests, but I guarantee we're prepared for more if they show up. So we really invite everyone from around the community to come share a meal with us. It's one of our favorite things that we do during the holiday season.
This event happening at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center from 11 to 3. And the Feast of Sharing isn't just about food. There's going to be music there, kids' activities, and Santa is there. Via is offering free rides down there. All you have to do is let the bus driver know you're headed to the Feast of Sharing.